This is the first time in like 3 years that I don't have any lights going on in there. I got new tires on my car the other day. My trunk wouldn't close. I just would like close it and it would bounce back up. Bounce bike. And also shout out Jesus. Shout out Easter. Jesus having the best bounce bike of all time. That's neither here nor there. I love Amazon. Same day shipping. What a time not to be dead. I wouldn't mind being dead, to be honest. Wonder, what's in the Amazon box? We've got... Wow, it's really dark in here. This is horrible. Like, you'd think I'd get better at making these videos, but I just keep caring less and less. Gorilla Grips. Let me move in here. Yep. For those people that are not into like fitness, this is gonna sound really weird, but basically just put them around a barbell. So anything you do, or you can do like, put it around pull-ups, a pull-up bar, and it strengthens your like forearm, and it strengthens your arm and your grip, and basically overall. I've never used them before. I might put up a review on the channel using them. They came with two, one like mini pair and one bigger pair. I just kind of want to try them out. I've known about them for like years, but I've never actually used them before. But I see people at the gym using them sometimes, like, maybe they're cool. I'm one of those people with like naturally really skinny wrists, and I have like really skinny ankles. So I'm like, maybe these will make my forearms look bigger. You know, when you got skinny ass forearms and skinny ankles and stuff, it really takes away from the aestheticness of your body. It's not good. What else is going on? It's Friday. April 21st, I think. And I wasn't gonna go out tonight, but I'm like, fuck it. I worked pretty hard this week. I'm gonna go out, nothing crazy. I'm gonna go to this new like brew house they got a couple towns over. It's actually supposed to be a little, not out of control, but it's supposed to be a pretty good time. So I'm kind of excited to try it out. Dirty Marg and the boys. It's Monday morning. Start to the new week. We're up nice and early. 6:15 a.m. Coffee. I gotta do some laundry. And then we got the NFL draft this week, so I'm trying to prep for that. I want to make sure I know all the rookies. Get a good ass article out about the top rookies for fantasy this year. What else? The diet's been on point. The Abbies are coming back in. And life's just good right now. I'm excited for a new week. Also, when I show you guys me getting up at like 6 o'clock to start working, I swear to God, that's not me like trying to brag and be like, yeah, you gotta get up early to work. I love getting up early to work, but I don't have blinds in my room, so I don't have a choice. Basically, when the sun comes up, I have to get up. I just wake up. There's no way around it. Also, I didn't really film anything this weekend because Friday night we went out. It was a late night. So Saturday was mostly a recovery day. And Sunday, yesterday, what we do? Me and Steve hit the gym in the morning. We went to a bar in my town just to watch the Thunder game. I'm not even mad about it just because we went into the fourth quarter with a lead. So I expected us to lose because that's what we do. It's the most Thunder loss we've ever had yesterday. I feel so bad for Russell Westbrook. I don't know how he doesn't want to just slap every one of his teammates. I went to the bar, watched the game, had a couple dirties. It's all about balance, baby. Balancing fitness and Marg season. It's tough balance, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say it's an easy lifestyle, because it ain't. Right now, I'm gonna write down a to-do list. You know what? A little key point that might help a few of you guys. This little desk lamp I got, it's kind of cool. There's like 4 settings, depending on what mood you're in if the mood strikes. If any of you guys write like to-do lists like I do, I need to have a list at the beginning of the day to figure out what I need to do. I find myself, if I write like 10 different things on the to-do list, you start going back and forth between all of them and you can never get anything done, right? So what you gotta do is take the 2 or 3 things that you need to get done during the day. Like, you know what you need to do. It's the shit that you don't want to do, the shit that you actually have to put the work in on, that you're like, that you're like dreading doing because it is the harder work. Make a list with just those 2 or 3 things on it and keep it in front of you. So every time you kind of go away, you look back at it and you're like, fuck, those are the only things that I'll be happy at the end of the day. If I get those done, I'm happy with it, you know? Because a lot of times I'll wake up and write down legit like 10 to 12 things on a to-do list, and then I'll do like the 8 things that are the least important, but I'll be like, oh, I got like 75% of the list done. Like, no, you'll be able to get like the shit that's important done that day. Just trying to drop little golden life nuggets for you. If young Earth don't trust you.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot. Beautiful morning, you're the sun of my morning, babe. Nothing in the morning. Beautiful morning, you're the sun of my morning, babe. Nothing in the morning. I just wanna feel liberated. I just wanna feel liberated.
Got a little tip for y'all that are some nerds like myself. So if you're someone who, you know, if you're doing something and you have like a bunch of tabs open, or there's something that you do all the time that requires like the same tabs to be open, right? There's this app, this Google Chrome extension called Tab Cloud, and basically it lets you save, like for fantasy, when I'm doing research for fantasy, I'll have like the same 6 or 7 websites that I open up as my resources. It saves it as basically like a folder of tabs, and you just click it, boom, and a new window pops open with all those tabs, so you don't have to constantly open them, and you know, pretty cool. So it's called Tab Cloud, so you can go look that up for the Google Chrome extensions or whatever.
I know a lot of listeners here may have both an online and offline.
I just wanted to touch on this real quick.
With online businesses, of course, you're trying to just get.
I've talked about this before on my channel about how I love podcasts, and I think they're like one of the most underrated things that you could utilize in whatever you're doing in your life, I guess. I'm driving to the gym right now and I'm listening to a podcast about like Facebook advertising from like experts that have, that do this and create content based around that shit. And like for anyone out there, like regardless of what you're looking for, if it's something you're interested in, if you're looking for like something funny, like Bill Burr has a ridiculously awesome podcast. You could learn more through your commute, like listening to a podcast about like real estate or some other kind of market or some kind of skill you're trying to learn. You could learn more through like a month of listening to podcasts than you would taking like a course or like literally taking a semester's worth of classes. And I feel like more people need to like utilize that shit, because you should always be trying to learn if you have a goal, whether that be legit, if that's in like fitness, whether that's in trying to move up in business world, whether it's like whatever like you care about, there's really, really good content and like podcasts out there for you to listen to. Because I've learned so much shit through content like this, like podcasts, as well as like random other YouTube channels that I like to watch. But there's so much free stuff out there that I think people need to like understand that and take advantage.
All right, so I have to clear one thing up really quickly. I can't tell you how many people ask me about what happened to my finger. I don't notice it because it's been like that for like 2 months, but I guess when it comes on the camera, people are like, what the fuck happened there? Hey. So I did not paint it, and I tried to think of a real cool story for it. One girl I know on Twitter asked me what happened, and I told her to guess, and she said, well, you and your friends get stupidly drunk, so it definitely revolved around something with that. Fake news. Basically, I was at the gym, and I was like, you know, when you like take a 45 plate off, whatever, you're gonna put it on the bench, right? I took one off, so it was like the 45 and then another 45 here. When I put it on, I nailed my finger with it. I remember this was like 2 months ago, so I was still at my job and I was at New York Sports Club and I screamed, I was like, fuck! And everyone was like, so yeah, and it bruised up and it like killed me for like 4 or 5 days. When it falls off, I'll make sure I videotape the whole thing, because I know you guys want to see that. We decided when it falls off, we're gonna make a necklace out of it. I'm gonna put something through it and then hang it around my neck for you guys so you never forget. You know what was epic actually too? Last summer, it might have been 2 summers ago, I was going to play basketball. I got brand new basketball shoes, first time ever wearing them. Put them on, I thought they fit good, right? So we play for like 2 hours. I take off my shoes and my toes are killing me.
The next day, both of them are black. Like completely like that. They eventually turned blue, like bright blue like that for 8 months. Both of my big toes, both of them were bright blue. Honestly, I loved them. Kind of upset they fell off eventually. I remember the first time it fell off though. I was so scared. Like, I'm so not about nails. I hate nails. Like, if I see someone doing something to like a nail, like I kind of like cringe. Like if you're watching like a horror movie, like, you know what? Like, to rip my eyeball out, cut off my arm, just leave my fingernails alone. For any of you guys planning on kidnapping and torturing me. But the first time it fell off, I went to a doctor, which people made fun of me for. I feel like that's normal if you go to like a foot doctor and your toe. I'd never done before, right? I was freaking out. I called Steve, I remember. I was like, I don't know what to do. My toenail fell off. He starts laughing at me. He's like, what'd you do with it? I taped it back on. I put the nail back, put a little tape over it, a little scotch tape. I wanted to still see a little bit of the blueness, you know, it made me unique. And that's what I did. I went to the doctor, he took it off. No big deal, and they grew back in, they're perfectly normal now. This one's like hanging on by threads though. I don't understand what's going on with it. It looks weird. But I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna eventually grow out or if it's just gonna randomly fall off one day. That's that. What's up, homies? April 26th, Wednesday morning, around 8:30. I still had all the cardboard sitting on the side of my house from when I got that treadmill like 2 or 3 episodes ago. So throw that out. It's recycle day. I don't understand. Can someone explain the process of recycling to me? I know nothing about it, and I have no desire to research it, but I feel like it's a waste of time. Maybe I'm naive, or maybe you guys who recycle are naive. Ever think of that? Like, realistically, it's got to be a waste of time. Like, what is me throwing that piece of cardboard out there going to do for anyone? How are you dead? This is ridiculous. I can't work like this, people. Huge cup of coffee. Powerade Zero. Our desk lamp. Now we go. Update on the proposal. Sent it to them. He forwarded it to his attorney. Made a few minor tweaks. Sent it back to me. So I'm reading up on some contractual stuff. You know, no big deal. Like I've said before, I'm not experienced in this kind of stuff, but it's stuff you learn along the way. You force yourself to learn, you know. It'd be nice just have an agreement and say, hey, you know, I'll do the work, you pay me. If so facto, I'm your boss. You need to protect yourself no matter how, if there's money being exchanged, you know, people do shit for money. It's the same way that if you're about to get married, neither you want to say that you need a prenup, but you never know, right? No one goes into a marriage saying, yeah, we're gonna break up in 15 years and then we're gonna have to split money up and whatever. It's the same way in business, man. I've worked with this company in the past. They're an awesome company. The CEO of the company is really cool, great to work with. In my heart of hearts, I believe there will be absolutely no problem whatsoever in terms of legal, contract, payment, performance, anything like that. But in case something goes wrong, you know, you have to be protected. You don't know if 10 years down the road, she's gonna cheat on you. You guys fall out of love. She finds Rick at Applebee's. Anything could happen. You can't predict the future. I'm gonna read through the changes that he made. And hopefully we will have our first signed contract by the end of the day. Booyah. Steve, I'm sorry. I know I told you the first time I used your pen that you got me was going to be when I signed my first $1 million contract. But I thought it was necessary to do now. Number 1 in the books. Alright, so we just took a couple huge L's. 1, my camera that I use for all these vlogs and for all the videos keeps coming up with a system error every time. Every time I try to film something. It happened like 8 or 9 times in a row. So I have a 3-year warranty on it. So I'm gonna have to send it in. So I'm gonna have to do all my filming via iPhone for the time being. I'm not happy about it. And then on top of that, while I was filming, I got this crazy ass tripod, right? And the legs are all bendy and whatever, so you could put it anywhere. One of the legs snaps off. That happened while I was on the phone trying to cover this damn warranty. So now, I don't know what's happening in my life. Everything's falling apart. I'm thinking though, so I have this camera, right? This is the one I use for everything. It's really good quality. And I have an old camera that I used to use for my older videos, and it's shitty quality when you watch. You can see when I put the memory card and the battery into that one, the older one, the system error came up again. So I'm thinking it might be something internally with the card or the battery. So I'm thinking it might be the memory card. Maybe it's shoddy. I don't know how that happens after 3 months though. I've only had the camera for 3 months. So I think I'm gonna try to order a new card first before I send it in, because you know shit with fucking warranty takes like 6 business days to get to them, 4 days for them to work on it, another 6 days to get back to me. It's gonna be a whole month before I get this camera back, and I need to put my footage out, man. Thank God for iPhone 7s, man. These things are incredible with the high definition. Anyways, so what am I working on right now? Making a privacy policy for my website. Now, if you know what a privacy policy is, you all know what it is. You get them emailed to you, mad annoying. When there's changes to a privacy policy, is something everyone has to have, any website has to have legally if you're collecting information. So if you're like, have people signing up for your newsletter, right? They're giving you their name, their email, whatever it might be. Or if you're using it for advertising purposes, because you put cookies on your website, which tracks the movement on the website, and then you're retargeting based on that kind of stuff. There's tons of websites that like auto-generate a, you know what? Actually, while I'm filming this, my camera's been on for 2.5 minutes recording, and I haven't had a system error. Could be good news. I have to do it for, I have 2 websites. I have the regular BDGE-AT, the Big Dogs Gotta Eat, which is like my blog, my YouTube, and that stuff. And then I have the BDGE Media, which is for, I'm gonna eventually launch that for Facebook advertising purposes. But I'm just like, it's mad frustrating. So I might head to the gym in like a half hour, an hour or so. It's 6:30 a.m. on Thursday, and I sent in my camera to the warranty center, which sucks, but it's in New Jersey, so it's supposed to get there. I sent it yesterday on Wednesday. It's supposed to get there today, so hopefully they'll look at it today, send it back tomorrow, and maybe I'll get it back by Saturday. It's probably wishful thinking, but we got a busy day. That's why I got up super early today. I'm headed to the gym now. Gonna get a leg workout in, and then I gotta get ready for campaign, which I believe is launching on May 1st. The NFL draft is also tonight. I'm actually super pumped up about that. And then I'm meeting with someone, a kid in my town reached out to me about a week ago, and he said he's watched some of my videos. He's been doing his own kind of, I guess, entrepreneurial thing, and he wanted to kind of, you know, meet up, sit down, talk about it, and see, you know, what advice if I had for him, if any. So I'm gonna link up with him later, which is cool. I think it's cool to see people kind of doing their own thing and kind of creating their own path. So if anyone out there, you know, if you're local, if you're not local, we could talk over the interweb. You know, if you just want to talk for a little bit about what you're doing, or really anything, you know, I'd be more than happy to meet up with you somewhere near me, or get on like a Skype video session or whatever. I'm always down to kind of network and give whatever help I can to you guys. So let's conquer the day. Yeah. Okay, so we're back at the house, done with the workout, all showered, ready to go. 2 things really quickly. I ordered this this like little pack on Amazon. It's like a foam rolling kit kind of, and it comes with like a mini foam roller. Let me see if I can I flip this around mid-video? No, I can't. So it comes with like a mini foam roller. I know it looks like a fucking Russian torture device, but it's really good. It's legit. Comes with like this, so you can like roll out anything you got going on in your legs or whatnot. And then it comes with like two of these balls, you know, like I don't know if you've ever heard anyone who's like pulled a muscle, like doctors would tell you use like a lacrosse ball and kind of like pin it up behind your back or something like that. So that's 2 of these. This whole set was $17 off Amazon. This is what it's called, so if you want to look that up, boom, $17. Now I'm just getting ready to go to, I don't know if I'm going to go to Starbucks or Barnes & Noble, but here's what I pack when I go to these places. It's like 9 a.m. I'm probably going to be there till like 3. So I have my computer, a mouse. I use a Bluetooth mouse, so it's plugged in there. Boom, my notebook, the calculator. Yeah, I use a calculator. If you saw my notebook, like what it looks like, it makes no sense to anyone except for myself. Like when I'm writing these articles, my mind is in 57,000 different places. So I need a calculator because I can't be having shit like this going on. My headphones, any papers I need, pens, writing articles. Wada. I'm probably gonna stop somewhere to pick up maybe a snacky poo, more drinks, I guess. So I burned off like 500 calories this morning. I was gonna do legs and then I forgot my knee brace thing and I didn't wanna push it and test the knee by itself, 'cause I don't think it's ready for that. What else? Got some Nike socks in case the barista wants to get dunked on. That's it for now. I'll check in with you guys later. What's good? It's actually Friday morning, so this shouldn't be in this episode. But I gotta wrap up the video. I didn't get a lot of good footage because my camera is not with me, obviously. So I don't know. I don't really have much to say to you guys. I'm tired. I just woke up. This is the first time I slept past 8 a.m. and probably since I stopped working. It's kind of crazy. Only because I was up kind of late because the draft was on last night. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Week 6 in the books. Might be week 5. I don't remember. But if you enjoyed, make sure you give the videos a thumbs up. Say hello in the comments section. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I look like shit right now. Sorry, I haven't had coffee yet. I gotta turn this off because I have to start next week's video right now.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.